Is Puerto Vallarta safe? A query many ponder upon while planning a trip to this stunning part of Mexico. Puerto Vallarta, with its sun-kissed beaches, pulsating cultural scene, and tantalizing cuisine, has long been a magnet for those seeking an idyllic getaway. This coastal paradise, nestled between the shimmering Pacific and the lush Sierra Madre Mountains, promises an unforgettable experience for its visitors. But amidst the allure, a question lingers in your mind. Is it safe? Let's dive into the facts and figures. And when it comes to general safety, it's important to look at the crime rates. Now let's delve into the crime statistics of Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta, much like any other place on Earth, has its share of criminal activity. However, the nature of these crimes is often minor and non-violent. The most common types include petty theft and pickpocketing, particularly in crowded tourist areas. It's worth noting that violent crimes, such as assault and robberies, occur less frequently. When compared to other popular tourist destinations in Mexico, like Cancun or Mexico City, Puerto Vallarta fares quite well. The crime rates are significantly lower, creating a safer environment for tourists. On a global scale too, Puerto Vallarta stands its ground. Many bustling tourist hubs across the world grapple with higher crime rates. So it's crucial to remember that while no place is completely immune to crime, Puerto Vallarta's crime rates are relatively low, especially when compared to other tourist destinations. Now, let's talk about incidents specifically involving tourists. In Puerto Vallarta, the number of reported incidents involving tourists is proportionately small, considering the millions of visitors the city welcomes each year. However, it's important to be aware of the potential risks, no matter how remote they may be. Some of the more common incidents reported involve petty thefts. This could be anything from pickpocketing in crowded areas to more sophisticated scams. These incidents are often concentrated in the bustling tourist areas where unsuspecting visitors may let their guard down. Another type of incident, albeit less common, involves tourists being overcharged or misled by unscrupulous vendors or taxi drivers. This is less about safety and more about fair dealings, but it's still something to be mindful of. On the rarer end of the spectrum are more serious incidents such as physical assaults or robberies. These are relatively infrequent and are often associated with late-night activities or isolated areas. The key here is to always be aware of your surroundings and avoid risky situations. It's also worth noting that the vast majority of visitors to Puerto Vallarta have an entirely incident-free holiday. The city's local authorities and tourism officials work tirelessly to keep the city safe for all visitors. While incidents do occur, they are generally rare and can be avoided by taking certain precautions. Understanding the local laws and regulations can also help ensure your safety. In Puerto Vallarta, you'll find that the laws aren't vastly different from those in many other places. However, there are a few worth noting. For starters, drug laws in Mexico are strict. Being caught with illegal substances can lead to severe penalties, including imprisonment. Drinking in public places is another area to be mindful of. While it's common to enjoy a cocktail on the beach, public intoxication can lead to fines or even arrest. Driving rules are also important. Always adhere to speed limits and avoid drinking and driving at all costs. Traffic laws are enforced and penalties can be steep. Lastly, respect cultural norms and traditions. This includes dressing modestly at religious sites and being aware of local customs. Being aware of and respecting local laws and customs can greatly reduce your risk of running into trouble. So is Puerto Vallarta safe? In summary, here's what we know. Across the globe, no destination is completely void of risk. Puerto Vallarta is no different. Yes, there are crime rates, as we've discussed, but it's important to remember that these statistics are not significantly higher than other popular tourist destinations. In fact, in many cases, they're lower. While there have been isolated incidents involving tourists, the vast majority of visitors to Puerto Vallarta have safe, enjoyable experiences. Your safety can greatly increase by taking simple precautions, such as avoiding deserted areas late at night and not flashing expensive items in public. Understanding the local laws and regulations is critical wherever you go. In Puerto Vallarta, this can mean the difference between a delightful vacation and an unfortunate incident. So, should you visit Puerto Vallarta? Absolutely. Just remember to keep your wits about you, respect the local laws, and most importantly, enjoy everything this beautiful destination has to offer.